Alright ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my channel. My name is Chandler, better known as Lorty, and on today's episode we have a special guest. Can you reveal yourself and introduce us to the viewers?
Hello guys, it's All Black Everything Gaming.
Fantastic. Now, All Black Everything Gaming, am I correct in saying this is your vocal debut?
Yes, it is. I have not yet revealed my voice to the FRAG community, so this is the first everyone will get to hear me.
Would you like to reveal where in the world are you from, mate?
From the US, New York.
Is it New York? Are you really?
Yes.
Savage. So Joey Trippiani, and I have to make the Friends quote because, of course, my name's Chandler as well. So today on the channel, we are doing something special. All Black Everything Gaming. What are we doing exactly?
And today we will be doing the 2v2, and we both will be running Duality.
Absolutely savage. Now, in your opinion, where does Duality rank out of all the FRAG cards? If you were to give her a top position, what would you say?
Oh man, if you're asking me, I would have to say number one, man.
Correct answer. Obviously, we were discussing a little bit before. Why is it that, obviously I've done Duality on my channel, but why is it that you feel that Duality is a good card for all FRAG players?
Just because it's just when she builds those essence, it's just no stopping her. And especially if you're a player that is good at tracing your target and aiming, you will do fairly well on the FRAG field with her.
She's just one of those cards that gives, let's say for instance, like you're a level 10 player and you keep coming up against these level 12. It is something that it really gives you that opportunity to beat that higher player. Would you agree?
Yes, I highly agree. I beated many level 15s with her.
Show off. Let's get into it. Here is our first game. I've got a few questions that I'm going to ask. All Black Everything Gaming, tell me, who is your favourite FRAG character and why?
Favorite FRAG character? Duality, and that is because she's just that player that can knock out pretty much any card on the field any given day. If
you were to be a FRAG character, who would you be and why?
Oh, I would say I would have to be Stella. And the reason why? I mean, who doesn't want to fly,
That's a savage answer there. How long have you been playing FRAG Pro Shooter?
I've been playing FRAG for the past 2 years, since the early access of the game.
Wow, so hang on, you were one of the, in the first bunch of players playing, would you say?
Yep, you can say I've been playing since beta.
Wow, fair play to you, mate, fair play. Obviously, if you've been playing for so long then, what is your favourite game mode?
Favorite game mode? It would be between, honestly, the normal mode, and it would be maybe Street FRAG.
Awesome choice. Street FRAG's so rapid though, isn't it, in pace?
Yes, when they introduced Street FRAG, I just love the pace of it, just how fast it is. That's just what I live for. It's
brilliant, isn't it? Because you can, obviously FRAG's like a quick game anyway, but Street FRAG, it's like you've only got 2 minutes, like a quick coffee break, bang, cup of tea, woof, and that's another win.
Exactly.
What is your greatest FRAG achievement?
My greatest FRAG achievement, I'll probably have to say probably my stats on the victories. I believe I'm currently sitting at 12,000.
Sorry, what? How many?
12,000.
Oh my word, we're gonna have to get a screenshot. Hopefully now on the screen, that's incredible. 12,000 victories. So my question is, when do you actually sleep?
Oh man, no time for that.
Awesome. Right, so for all players out there, I'm gonna ask this question twice, but on 2 different principles, right? The top tip for new FRAG players. What would you give a top tip for players who are brand new to FRAG?
So for newer players, I would definitely say is just work on learning each card. Take the time to utilize each card and to figure whatever trick they got to them, whatever niche it is that you could figure out. Because one thing I cannot stress enough, when I was a beginner at the time, I used to just rush all the time with each character, thinking that any character could be an attack card. But later on, of course, I figured out and learned that each card has a certain position that they need to hold, and how the game should go about. And of course, and through that, you will learn little things and little strategies within that one character if you focus on them long enough.
Brilliant advice. That's a top tip for new players. What would be your top tip for experienced players?
And a top tip for an experienced player. Well, honestly, recently, if I could say with a few players, they just need to lay off the zap girl, you know? That's all.
Do you know what? I totally agree. And hopefully at the time of this video, there has been a nerf to her, because I wouldn't say she's ruined the game. I mean, how would you word it? She hasn't ruined the game, but what is it that she's actually done to the game, Zap Girl?
She basically, as of right now, she is a game changer, just because like right now in the meta, everybody is literally using her, and her towers is just so OP. Like her shots, her snipe shots is like good. I honestly do not want to see a change to that. That's me personally, just because we really don't got that great sniper besides her as of right now in the game. But I would like this to see like a nerf for her towers, like maybe, you know, a good slight 15-20%, you know, damage reduction to that.
You would reduce the damage, or would you reduce the how long they stay spawned as well? Because I think at the minute they stay for 30 seconds. I mean, that's ridiculous. And she can reuse it every 8 or 10 seconds, isn't it? She can use her ability. So definitely a damage reduction, but maybe a duration reduction as well. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I definitely recommend that too as well. I definitely noticed that too, that the towers stand up for 30 seconds, and just that whole time, you know, the AI, they're not smart enough to, you know, just go around it. So they're just going to dive right into the sparks.
The AI. How we love the AI on some of the cards, I tell you. Which is a perfect moment I forgot to mention. You didn't mention that as your greatest frag achievement, which I'm sure Fragger himself is not crying, but he's probably cussing at some point to your name there. Because am I correct in saying that where did you place in Fragger himself's AI championship?
Oh, didn't I take number 1 in that? Didn't I?
It's so casual about
Oh,
it.
I did. Oh, yes.
Yeah, you absolutely smashed it. Because this is the thing that when me and Fragger were doing that, right, we saw Sugeki in your deck, and I was like, we both agreed that was going to be a deciding card, and it's incredible how good Sugeki-chan's AI was.
Like I knew it, and just what we just said earlier. Well, what I have said earlier, what I meant to say is that gotta take that time out to learn each card. And so Jackie Chan was one of those cards early on that I had learned and just capitalized on her AI. And I had really took notice of how good her AI was early on. So I knew that she was going to be a big factor in that tournament.
Fair play to you. And obviously, well done again. I mean, maybe that's your second greatest frag achievement. Am I right?
Yeah, by far, yes.
Yeah, I think Fragger himself has forgiven you at that. I think he's forgiven you now.
Yes, and shout outs to Fragger as well.
Woo, Fragger! And why should people visit your channel?
Why should people visit my channel? Well, of course, to see some pro noob gameplay, you know? Well, one thing that's
You're definitely above a pro noob, easily. You are definitely underselling yourself by a million miles, calling yourself a pro noob, I'll tell you that.
Yes, I mean, hey, I call it how I see it. You know, I'm at a point where I'm feel myself getting more better. Like, you know, a lot of people do say I'm an elite player, but honestly, I see a lot of errors in myself where I need to fix. So until I fix those little, you know, errors, then now maybe we'll be, you know, maybe pro.
Because one thing that I notice about your channel is you do loads of, and I say loads, like everyone does it. I don't do it because I'm no good at it. But I've been watching your channel for play with events. So obviously, like I've seen on there, like the Marco Polo event was when I first saw your channel, and it really gave me so much advice. I mean, you've done Marco Polo, you've done Zap Girl, those play with events. Would you say that's one of your speciality, being able to learn a new card so quickly?
Yes, definitely by far. So that is one of the reasons why I posted those events, just so everybody could see the use of the card early on, and also just to show people on how I go for my wins, you know, because I do see a lot of people struggling like in those events, and honestly, some people don't even try, believe it or not. There's some people who just look at the event board and they don't even go for it, just already accepting defeat. So I want to show people that you can do it, and maybe in the future I would actually stream a whole 20 wins just to show the guys from A to B and how that's done.
Do you know what? That would be absolutely incredible. I'd definitely be watching that when you do stream it, because as I said, those videos really do help me as well as a player get through those events. I mean, Darius was the one that, I'll be honest, I couldn't get past 13. I watched your video, saw your gameplay, how you were doing it. Literally, maybe like the time after, like I went and had a cup of tea, but came back and I did it. Literally realised that I'd sat there and only had one loss, but got 20 victories thanks to your video. So thank you very much for putting them on, mate.
You're very much welcome.
Awesome. Right. So now is the quick fire questions, which I'm literally going to fire off 10 questions, 2 words. You just need to pick which one is more applicable to you. Does that sound good?
Yep, sounds good.
First answer that comes in your head. Are you ready, All Black Everything Gaming?
Yep, fire away.
Here we go. Android or Apple?
Android.
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Pizza.
Comedy or action movie?
Action.
Marvel or DC?
Ooh, Marvel.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic the Gathering?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Pokemon or Digimon?
Pokemon.
PlayStation or Xbox?
Ooh, Xbox.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Party or Netflix?
Netflix.
Savage, mate. That was really quick. Fair play to you. The spawning shield really annoys me sometimes because when a person switches to it, it really does change the game, that tactical switch, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. Like, I kind of wish they would do something about that. Like, maybe, just have spawning shields, like, in the beginning of the game for, like, the first minute, and 30. And then maybe, like, in the last, like, minute, it's just completely gone, Because it is moments, like, I lost a couple of matches just because of that shield, literally.
And then another thing as well with Frag that I've noticed, right? What is the point of getting trophies apart from helping your club get a higher rank and get the star?
Just bragging points, honestly. Like,
do you feel that there should be something for coming like top 10 in your region, should we say, or?
Yeah, like definitely. Like, it would give more of a reason for, a player to grind that high. Because like some people in my club, they honestly don't grind that high no more. Like me, I grind to 20 just because I get the season pass.
Same as me. Oh, that was a question that I forgot to ask. What is one thing that you would like to see changed in Frag?
I would like to have a mode where there's no bunkers involved. That is what I would love to see. But I hope they execute it well, because that will be a mode that I will play a lot.
I'd sit and I'd mong out on that non-stop.
Oh yeah,
I'd grind 1,000 on that easily.
There it goes. I usually when I first start playing, like in the morning, I usually start playing Street Frag as a warm-ups.
Is that the order you do it, is it?
Yeah, I usually just warm up my Street Frag and then I'll start playing my normal matches.
Do you find that you use different types of cards for like different modes?
Oh, for the most part, I'll say, well, yeah, but for me, my main deck, not no big changes. Like my main deck besides my duality deck is Striker, Queen Uni, Tangbot, and like I usually go back and forth like with Hunter and Striker.
Hunter's savage. Hunter is hated him a year ago because he was at his prime, wasn't he, a year ago?
Oh yeah, he was. But one card that I do hope that they buff in the future is Striker. Like, cause other than duality, like Striker is like one of my other favorite cards. Like he was my first legendary, so that's like my baby right there.
That was your first, was it?
Yeah, he was my first legendary. So
wow, it was meant.
Oh dang, Volcano.
Yeah, I think they've got Volcano's buff right. What do you reckon?
My opinion, the debuff, like he definitely needed that debuff. But like when they buffed him, I honestly felt like he didn't really need a buff because he's like already that good. Just like a lot of players at the time were sleeping on him. And then once he got that buff, now like everyone want to use him now.
It's one of those that Lord VR as well really shines with implants as well, and I think Volcano does as well. It just makes him too valuable now. Right, so that's all our matches played for today. All Black Everything Gaming, what would you like to say to close us out for today's video?
I'd like to say whoever tuned in today, thanks for tuning in. And if you ever do get the chance, stop by my channel and say hi.
Please do. And am I correct in saying that you enjoy a good cup of tea as well, All Black Everything Gaming?
Agreed.
Correct answer to say, especially on my channel, all right? Thank you very much again for coming. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the channel today.
You're very much welcome.
Awesome. So everyone, my name is Lord T. I'm going to go finish my cup of tea, and I will see you next time.